Assalamu alaikum, roll number 191016. This is our lab 10 of PWM, fast PWM. First of all, this is our task of blinking LED and controlling the intensity of the LED using PWM, pulse width modulation. So this is its code on Atmel Studios. First we have included the header files and of delay and avrio.h inside, and then inside the main function we have set the port B's pin 6 as output, port B's pin 6 as output, and then we have set the value of TCCR0A, the prescaler, as 0. That means that COM0A1 is shifted towards left, or WGM00 is shifted towards left with 1 bit, and the prescaler is set as 0. The prescaler is set as 0 as TCCR0B is equal to 0x01, and then inside while condition the OCR0A value is equal to 0. Then we have used a do while condition in which we have used a delay first, and then OCR0A is then made equal to OCR is equal to OCR plus is equal to 40. That means OCR0A should be equal to OCR0A plus 40. That means 0 will be added, 40 will be added inside 0 and will be stored inside OCR0A, and then while condition is applied that OCR0A should be less than 200. That mean it will do the condition of OCR0A is equal to 40 plus 0, and that means do condition will be followed regardless of anything, but then the while condition is that its value should be less than 200. So I have already debugged the program. No, I have now debugged the program, and here it has been debugged. So now we will carry on our simulation towards the Proteus, and this is our LED red color, and our IO13 has been given to this, and inside to its input, and the positive terminal and the negative terminal is attached to ground. So when I start the simulation, you will see that first the LED has been will blink with less intensity, and then it will blink with higher intensity. So that was our task, the first task of PWM, and that was all. Roll number 191016. So this is our PWM task number 2, that was to control the speed of a DC motor. So first we have included the the libraries as avrio.h for our C programming, the interrupt library, and then delay library, and the duty cycle as 0. And then inside that we have given the port T, selected port T as output, and set the direction of port A as output, and port B's pin 7 as output. And then EIMSK, this is used for setting the vector, and then we have set the value of TCCR0A as COM0A1 port, and or COMs WGM00 port should be shifted towards left with 1 bit each, and there is no prescaler. And then inside the vector, then we have used the value of this vector that was being set, and then we have used a while loop, and inside while loop the value of the register OCR0A should be equal to duty cycle, that was 0, and port A that 0 should be shifted left towards 1 with 1 bit, and port A and is equal to not 1 that is shifted with left that is shifted left with 1 bit. Then we have used here the ISR function for the vector for initializing our vector, and the value is that duty cycle should be equal to 20. Similarly, then these basically are used to control the speed of the motor when we press our button. So these are our different values for the speed of the motor. So I have already debugged my program. Now we will go towards our Proti simulation. So when I have started my simulation, so here we can see that the motor is still, but when I press the first button, the motor starts slowly, then the second button and its speed increases gradually, third button more speed is added, fourth button it is the more speed duty cycle is added, and finally the fifth button. So you can see the speed of the motor. So that was all for the task 2, that was to control the speed of DC motor using pulse width modulation.